right now. 3's company is up at half, 25-15 over Tri-State. A quick reminder for you guys as we're in week 6 here, a lot of playoff implications. We've got 2 games in the books, 2 more to go as we're halfway through the 3rd one here. Let's take a look at the playoff scenarios because I know there's some other teams who will get in or not get in based on this. So Three-Headed Monsters, so now they clinched a playoff berth here. And Power, the second game of the night, they also clinched a playoff berth with a win as well. And Tri-State will clinch the win if they, in fact, are able to pull this thing out. So let's take a look for those of you just joining us at the first half action so far between these 2 teams. You got David Hawkins, who we highlighted before this game started. Dr. J saying he is clearly the MVP on that team. And Amar'e Johnson trying to do work for his squad as well as he finds them down here at half. Making moves. He's got 6 points as we look forward to the second half. Right there. Both players doing work, but it is only halftime, you guys. Both teams so far, you got 3's company 3-2 on the year, Tri-State 4-1. So both sitting pretty, but again, this game will have some implications on some other teams, whether or not they make it to Dallas or not. I'm going to send it over now to Kenny. Gentlemen.
All right, thanks very much, Carissa. We get set for the second half here in Toronto. What impressed you, Jimmy, in the first half of this game?
It was all about 3's company and their energy. You're down a player. I talked about it, Baron Davis not being here, but that didn't thwart any kind of effort for them to come out and establish themselves on the offensive end. Defensively, I thought they played extremely well. It's a matter of bringing that same kind of energy, effort, and also team play into the second half if they want to finish out this game.
Speaking of energy, over to Mike Rappaport.
All right, I'm with 5-time NBA champion, the man who was on the receiving end of the iconic Koopa Loop. You're against your former rival, Dr. J. You won some, you lost some. There's one play, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about.
Listen, won't be no ducking tonight because we going full for it right now.
What do you feel? Now, do you want to get this win just for that one dunk, to get back from for that one dunk?
No, it's to stay in the playoff race. We need this win, but it makes it extra special if it's Doc.
All right, cool. Guys?
I love when he tell the truth right there. Yeah, playoff race, but got to beat Doc.
And Michael Cooper's team with a 10-point advantage on Julius Irving and Tri-State. As we begin the second half, Gooden with Emmett and Johnson on the floor for 3's company. Kenny Albert, Jim Jackson, Mike Rappaport, and Carissa Thompson here in Toronto. Stoudemire with the block on Gooden, but Emmett is right there to follow up.
Yeah, and that's why you just don't give up on the play. Okay, great shot, blocked by Amar'e Stoudemire, but Andre Emmett able to stay with the play, find himself an easy layup.
Off the steal.
Here we go.
3's company gives it right back. Here is Robinson hitting a 3. Nate Robinson with his second 3-point field goal of the game.
Yeah, and I like to see if Nate can get going, especially with that jump shot, which opens up so much more for his game. Nice shot of the official's backside there. Block shot by Stat. Able to pin it against the glass. Hey, Robinson squaring up.
That block, the third for Stoudemire in this game.
Real active defensively. Now he wants to translate that into some more touches on the post for him offensively.
Right, he has not yet scored. There's Johnson. Amar'e Johnson, who played in over 300 games with 4 teams.
And DJ, this is a smart play. Don't complicate. He got the size and height advantage over Nate Robinson. Just keep it simple and shoot right over the top. And force Tri-State and Dr. J to have to make a decision on how they want to play that mismatch.
5 seconds on the 14-second shot clock. Johnson lays it in to extend the 3's company lead. It's now 31-18.
Yeah, and this is the first time I've seen this Tri-State team not really in sync offensively, which is affecting their defense as well.
Here's Hawkins, and he was fouled by Drew Gooden.
Good Nate.
Monty Wells will replace Nate Robinson for Tri-State. Tri-State at 4-1, but they trail this game by 13. They can clinch a playoff berth with a victory, because Power won their game earlier tonight.
Well, it was not going to be a cakewalk to get this victory, because it's just sometimes the mentality when you come into a game assuming that you're just going to walk in and win. When a team like that, like this 3's company team who's feisty and has something to prove, they kind of push you back on your heels, and it's tough for you to respond. Still a lot of time left in this game to try to get back into it. Let's see if they can change the momentum.
Wells with the rebound of the good and miss. This is Hawkins spinning on Emmett. Hawkins then dishes off to Stoudemire. Hit and knocked away. Shot clock at 1. Hawkins on the fade. It's an air ball, and Emmett slams it home.
And that was an example right there of this Tri-State team not on the same page. Hawk hesitated on that shot. He should have just knocked it in.
Amar'e Emmett now with 14 to lead the way for 3's company.
All right, I'm with DeMar Johnson. What do you guys need to do to close this game out, DeMar? It's a beautiful night in Toronto. I know you got to play, but I got to ask you this question.
We just got to do what we've been doing and finish the game out. We've been playing great. We got to keep playing defense and taking advantage of opportunities.
All right, get out there, finish this game. That's called unprecedented access. The guy stopped what he needed to do to speak to me. People walk by you, Jimmy Jackson, and act like they don't know you sometimes. I've seen it happen.
Oh, yeah. From the guy whose name was last on the board and spelled wrong. And actually, the only reason why he talked to you because you grabbed him and forced him to say something. He really didn't want to stay there.
You were in his way, Mike.
Exactly. And he still didn't. Did he offer you any Twizzlers yet?
Negative.
In between the games, anything like that?
Negative.
Some people are just not team players, man. And he's sitting there laughing and eating the Twizzler right there.
Well, to be fair, we did not offer him any M&Ms.
That's not the point. Kenny, just me and you, man. Okay? Just me and you.
All right, we'll talk about it later.
And besides, isn't that my M&M for sure?
Maxfield all alone.
Well, again, presence of mind. Turn it over, recognize who may be open underneath the basket. DeMar Johnson zips a pass right into Jason Maxfield for an easy 2.
14-point lead for 3's company. Here's Stoudemire spinning on Maxfield. And Maxfield is called for the foul. 3's company bench not happy about it.
No, right there, that was Andre Emmett. I'm sorry. Off the recovery. And then Maxfield straight up and down on that one. I don't know if he got a lot of, unless the official called lower body, but I thought he went straight up and was able to block that shot.
Stoudemire without a point tonight. Scored 10 last week. Monty Wells kept alive by David Hawkins. Now Wells. Dante Jones just checked in for 3's company. On the floor with DeMar Johnson and Jason Maxfield. Johnson from long range, kept alive by Jones. Jones is fouled. Three-headed Monsters at 6-0. Power at 5-1, and a technical foul has been assessed. Bonzi Wells has been ejected.
And Bonzi getting his money's worth right now. You shouldn't do that, Bonzi. I mean, you get kicked out, you have no need to throw anything at the official. I know he's upset, he's a competitor, but you don't want to have any of that go on. The officials do a good job of just walking away from it.
Wells not happy about the foul that was called.
Well, it was a foul. He shouldn't have, test the shot without foul, and it's an obvious call. And he was mad at the official because he felt Dante Jones on the offensive rebound kind of pushed Bonzi and the officials didn't call it. So, oh, right there, you can't do that. I think he tried to talk to him after he realized that he made a mistake by pushing the official, but it was too late there.
Right, 39-21.
Three's Company with a 39-21 lead on Tri-State.
All right, unprecedented access with Nate Robinson. Nate, what's going on out there? Your guy Bonzi Wells got kicked out of the game. You got kicked out of the game a couple of weeks ago. What's going on with your team, Nate?
Man, I don't know right now, man. I don't know. We ain't making no shots right now. We got to figure out we ain't getting no stops. Doc sat me down because I'm too short, so it's a lot going on right now.
And I see you're playing with your hair. What's wrong with your hair? So you look fantastic.
Nothing, man. I just want to play in the game. I just want to play.
All right, we'll try to pull this thing together, and you know, like you need players on the court to win, Nate. Stay in the game.
I am. I ain't gonna get kicked out no more.
Unprecedented.
A win by Three's Company would eliminate two teams. Ball hogs and ghost ballers.
Go D, go D.
Two teams that clinch playoff spots. Tri-State will clinch with a win, but they trail by 18.
Hey, got 8. We got 8.
Jason Maxiel, Dante Jones, and Andre Emmett on the floor for Three's Company. Emmett hits a three. He now has 17 points to lead the way for Three's Company.
Yeah, Andre Emmett, you talked about Hawkins being able to score, but Andre Emmett, I think, came in here on the mission, Kenny, to walk out of here.
Here's Emmett again, off the back of the rim.
With the that time, good block out. Let's see if Tri-State can take advantage of it.
Hawkins puts up a three. Stoudemire keeps it alive. Hawkins fouled by Maxiel.
Well, and generally, too, this Tri-State team has done an excellent job up to this point of really sharing the ball, moving, getting guys in positions to be able to score baskets. This game in particular has been more individual, more one-on-one, settling for shots instead of working together as a team, and that's why Three's Company has been much more successful offensively, but more importantly, been able to guard.
Stoudemire with his first bucket. First team to 50 wins the game, must win by 2. Three's Company with the basketball 8 points away. There's Emmett, he's had the hot hand. Draws a foul, it's good. Hawkins commits the personal. Emmett will head to the line.
And it's almost like one of those shots. Don't. Oh, okay, it was a good shot. It was a good shot. But see, what Michael Cooper wants from his team, as David Hawkins kind of bailed Andre Emmett out right there, is to continue to attack off the dribble to get the ball to the basket and don't settle for jump shots. That time, Emmett was able to make an outstanding shot through the contact.
Stoudemire hits the floor, fouled by Dante Jones. Amar'e Stoudemire to the line, 6-time All-Star in the NBA. Hits the 2-point free throw.
Let's see if another 6 points. See if Tri-State can put some back-to-back possessions together to score. No turnover. Now you got to play D. And that turnover, too, was a prime example. Like last week, that would have been an alley-oop, that would have been a dunk backdoor for Amar'e. But that, again, another prime example that this team is just not on the same page tonight.
Hey, D, stay over there. Stay over there.
I got him.
19-point lead for Three's Company with the basketball. Here is Maxiel.
Hey, touched it!
Did Emmett touch it? Should it have been offensive interference?
It looked like at the end right there.
Oh, man, appreciate it. Thank you.
We can look at it.
touch the ball on the rim.
Possible basket interference. Go.
They will take a look at it.
You're choosing to look at it.
Points have been put up on the board.
So hold on.
Was it
My
offensive
man knows what he
goaltending?
saw on that side. It's game management. If we have the opportunity, let's take a look.
I understand that, but if it takes
As the shot goes up, keep your eye on Dante Jones coming in from the right of the screen. Andre Emmett right there. I don't know, did his hand go up? If you touch the rim, it's basket interference. Okay, so let's take a look right here. Yeah,
his hand did touch the rim.
It touched the rim, and it got a piece of the ball on it, and it came down a little bit. So, yeah,
they will take the points off the board. No basket.
Easy call.
So it remains a 44-25 lead for 3's company. Third of 4 games tonight here in Toronto.
Make this comeback. That's our break.
This is week 6 of 8 in the regular season. Playoff matchups. August 17th in Dallas. Championship game in Brooklyn. August 24th. There's Hawkins back out. Height from 3. Kept alive by Hawkins. And Hawkins unable to hit.
Yeah. When it goes bad for you, it goes back. Those normal layups that you normally would get. Just not going in.
Hits the floor. Hits the basket.
And 3's company comes right back. Your missed layup, missed opportunity. Results in 3's company able to come back and score easy baskets of their own.
4 points away from the victory. Knocked out of bounds by Maxfield as DeMar Johnson checks in for 3's company. He replaces Andre Emmett. What a night. 9 of 16 from the field. 21 points to go along with 5 rebounds and 3 assists. Maxfield commits the personal, sending Stoudemire back to the line.
I think the question was, who was going to step up Baron Davis being out? Before was DeMar Johnson, who had an outstanding game, was able to knock down some shots. This game, it was all about Andre. It's been all about Andre Emmett. From outside, inside, getting to the basket, free throw line.
Here's Emmett. Leading the way for 3's company with 21 points. Height off the back of the rim. Jones back out. Maxfield. I don't think he cleared it.
Call Nate.
So it will be Tri-State basketball.
Yeah.
They did not bring it all the way back out.
No. And I think Jason Maxfield thought about it too, because he hesitated a little bit. Wasn't quite sure. Mismatch inside.
Stoudemire draws the foul on Jones.
Let's go, both of y'all.
Stoudemire back to the line.
And this is the way you can get back in too. Trading fouls, getting to the free throw line, retain possession, but you got to get stops. And right now, this Tri-State team hasn't been able to put together 2, 3, 4 defensive stops that allows them to really cut into this deficit.
Brief rest for Andre Emmett. He's back in the game along with Drew Gooden.
Coach Cooper is smart. He understands that Emmett has been the guy. Especially you want him to close out the game. He's the one guy on this team that can do that.
Emmett pulls up and gets the roll.
For the push-off.
So 3's company now 2 points away. Emmett with the steal. Foul. And then he's fouled by Hawkins.
Yeah, and I can tell you, just watching Nate Robinson in front of us, the camera doesn't catch it, but he's walking back and forth, and he wants to get in the game. And I think the reason why he may be out is that Doc thinks it's a mismatch, either on Emmett or on DeMar Johnson.
Right here.
On the defensive side for Nate.
Rejection by Height. Here's Stoudemire with the slam. Did Nate tell Mike right before the interview, I'm not in because he thinks I'm too short?
Yeah. And that's...
Nate listed at 5'9". Here's Emmett. Gooden for 3 for the win. Gooden knocks it down. 3's Company with a 51-29 victory. They go to 4-2 on the season. Tri-State drops to 4-2. Julius Erving's squad will have to wait until next week to clinch a playoff berth.
I didn't bring the effort early on, Kenny. I mean, 3's Company brought the fight to the table. Tri-State didn't respond. They didn't look on the same page at all early on, other than the first basket when David Hawkins came out and scored. But it was this kind of action all day for 3's Company. DeMar Johnson talked about it. We got to play team basketball, play defense. We got opportunity to score. Let's take advantage of it. They did all three this evening.
So that eliminates the Ball Hogs because they lost earlier today, and 3's Company won their game. Both of these teams now 4-2. Amar'e Emmett led the way with 23 points for 3's Company. So 3 games in the books. Back out to Mike.
All right, Amar'e Emmett, you had a great game. Big win for 3's Company. You guys are alive. How you feeling?
Feel good, man. I was so ready for this game from last week. I felt like we let one slip away last week. So this week I put in a lot of work, strategy with the guys, and do whatever we had to do to win.
Now, you guys have been playing like a team. You've been very cohesive, but your star, Baron Davis, hasn't been around. What do you know? What does the team know about his injury, and will he return?
He's rehabbing. He's getting better every day. I know. He's not here, so it's the next man up. And we can't wait for him to get back. We need him.
Now, obviously, in the 70s and in the 80s, Dr. J and Michael Cooper had their wars. Was there any added incentive to get back for that famous, iconic dunk when Michael Cooper, great defensive player, got banged on? He got banged on his head. Did that come up in the locker room or in the scheme of things?
No, it didn't. You know what? Dante messed with him all the time about that. But it was definitely some motivation. Tri-State being a, pretty popular team, I wanted to come out here and get at him.
All right, well, great game, great win. Continue doing your thing. And I can't wait to see you guys continue rolling. Fellas?
All right, thanks, Mike. A look at the updated standings. 2 teams have clinched. Ball Hogs and Ghost Ballers have been eliminated from playoff contention. Trilogy can keep their playoff hopes alive with a victory in our next game over Ghost Ballers. Top 4 make it to the postseason. 2 teams control their own destiny. 3's Company and Tri-State both at 4-2. Killer 3's with an outside chance, but they will need help. Big win for 3's Company, led by Amar'e Emmett. Game high 23 points for Michael Cooper's squad. Much more to come. Carissa Thompson, and then Trilogy will take on the Ghost Ballers in our finale tonight here in Toronto.